They say nothing good ever happens after 2 a.m. Clearly, those people were never a cat. Welcome to Deep Thoughts While Gaming. Today I'm playing Stray. Apparently there's a plot to this game in which you navigate an empty walled city full of androids wearing conical, stereotypical Asian farmer hats. So apparently that's okay now? And yet when I do it for my prom, it's cultural appropriation. But the background of the story is less than important compared with jumping around as this little fella. Where's the button for knocking precariously placed items off shelves? Anyway, humanity has eradicated itself or something. Or maybe it was destroyed by a plague. I hate when that happens. But there is a deeper point here. One about technology and alienation from nature. See the nimble, joyful movements of the cat as it navigates its environment? Especially compared with the clunky, retro robots? Who wants to be like those guys? As I play, I realize that this whole thing is structured as a critique of modern society and its notions of progress. Humankind is nowhere to be seen, but it has left behind robots that continue to idolize and imitate their quote-unquote soft one ancestors. Some of them are so obsessed that they risk everything to try and break out of the walled city to reunite with humans. As the protagonist cat, you become the crucial means for them to accomplish that goal. Or so it seems. As I encounter them, I can't help but wonder if the robots are actually supposed to represent humans themselves, stuck in a technologically marvelous but spiritually decaying society, either going through the motions of behaviors that were programmed into them years ago, or desperately seeking salvation by going off to some promised land. The idea of a society where meaningless activities are endlessly repeated by unthinking automatons calls to mind Martin Heidegger's idea of alienation. When people are separated from their authentic experiences, when even their own thoughts and behaviors seem pre-programmed, there's no room for genuine beliefs or commitments to form. How many people seem to just flow through life, following what the other people around them are doing? They all form what Heidegger called the they, as in, they say that things have to be done a certain way. They say learning to turn in your homework on time prepares you to be a good worker. They say you aren't really a cat, etc. Life is a daily struggle of keeping up appearances. Like Schrodinger's cat trapped in the boxes of our lives, simultaneously alive and dead. From fake smiling Zoom profiles to pants. The lies we tell ourselves to function. But you know who doesn't lie to themselves? Cats. The cat here represents a different approach. He's part of the still unconquered, organic, natural world that is able to enter and act upon the artificial social world, free from the constraints of pants. Being in touch with his instincts and his own personal experiences and aims, he breaks through calcified routines and limits. The robots aren't pathetic because they lost humanity, but because they lost their own capacity for authentic action. Or as Soren Kierkegaard put it in The Sickness Unto Death, the greatest danger, that of losing one's own self, may pass off as quietly as if it were nothing. Every other loss, that of an arm, a leg, $5, a wife, etc., is sure to be noticed. By taking humans out of the picture except as a distant memory, Stray makes the player ask whether they are more like the robots or the living, versatile animal. This is why it's so much more charming than the 5 millionth game in which you play as Guy Who Shoots Things. Though the cat does shoot things too, admittedly. Really, the bad guys could have just brought a laser pointer and this whole thing would be over. But nevertheless, the beauty here lies in both free feline exploration of the decaying cyberpunk world that the game developers invented, and also in their decision to create something that gives the player a unique experience of realistic catness. The makers of Stray also had to make a conscious decision to focus on getting right the movements, actions, and presence of the cat. Instead of just obsessing over explosions and ray tracing or other things that studios try to one-up each other over, they were able to pose and answer the question, what is it about me and my work that nobody else is doing? And when they found their answer, they stuck with it. Keep watching Deep Thoughts while gaming. The robots said it best. You are welcome in our village, as long as you don't eat anyone. Bye for now.